Today's video, I'm going to be doing a nice simple cottage, bit of an abstract painting. You can see I've already covered the paper in a little bit of masking fluid. I wanted to preserve some of the trunks of the trees that I'll be painting a bit later on. So that was the first step. I wanted to just using a paintbrush, I used just to dip in the masking fluid and then just paint on some branches or some trunks. So masking fluid's quite good to use if you want to preserve highlights, anything like that. So you just use it to cover the surface, and then when it's dry you can see where it is, because it's normally an off-white colour, and you just rub it off with your hand, or you can use an eraser just to get that off. So I will show you that as well when I come to remove the fluid. And you can see just in the bottom corner it's still slightly a bit wet, so I've just got to leave that and be careful not to put pigment over it. So this scene is quite a simple scene. I wanted to get some background trees in as well. You can see using the wet in wet. So some of the pigment has bled and sort of spread, almost giving cauliflower-like blooms, which I wanted to do for the trees in the distance. So it's like a fuzzy sort of tree. And then I'm just adding some darker tones just to make those highlighted areas stand out a little bit more. So the reason why I'm using masking fluid for these trees, I wanted some nice highlights on them. So this is a really good way, sort of simple way of doing it. When using masking fluid, you don't have to be careful where the paint goes. You can just go over it, like it just repels the pigment. And I just added some salt into the trees and the shrubbery as well, just to give it that nice little texture. Again, that's not something I usually do, but I just thought I'd give it a go. And for this I used the rock salt from the grinder and just sprinkled it on. You can see those little texture effect. It's almost a mottle effect, and so I wanted to do that as well in this scene. So for this painting, I'm actually using Fabriano cold press 140 pound paper. I'm using my Winsor Newton paints, and obviously the masking fluid, which is a non-branded masking fluid. It's one that I picked up from the art shop in Manchester, one of the art shops. I don't know if it's Casa or Fred Aldous. So I'm using that as well. That was about £6. So it's well worth buying, just for those, especially for any paintings. I've got a photo of a lake scene, water, so it'll be really good for that. It's something I've wanted to paint for a while, but now I've got masking fluid, maybe it's something I can do. And I'm going to be using my pens towards the end of the painting. So just to get final details on the cottage, which I will be painting shortly. But I just wanted to get some textures into these trees and a bit of the foreground. So just as you're seeing, I'll be doing some splattering, just letting the pigment come off the brush and just splashing some colour in, and not really being careful at all. I want it sort of quite rugged, quite textured and rough. So that's what I'm doing here. Now I think you've all seen trees being painted. You can either do as much detail, as many branches, or as little as you want. So I'm just speeding up the video just so that you can see the process, but you don't have to sit there and watch the whole sort of every branch. So you can do as much detail as you want, but for this I'm going quite basic. I'm not spending too much time on it. I do want some dark sort of contrasting branches, so I'll put them towards the left, as you can see. And there's the painting that there's the finished painting that I'm actually doing. And by the way, if you do like what you see, if you're watching this video and you like some of the things that I'm sharing with you, then please do give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I do get round to answering my comments, and I really do appreciate that. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. As you can see, I'm just using, I did actually pick up a kneaded eraser as well, so it's like a putty rubber. So I did try that, but I do find lifting masking fluid, it's better with your fingers, so you can adjust the pressure and it's not going to damage the paper any. So I do like to use a finger to remove that. We've actually had quite a lot of rain here in the UK. It's not been too nice weather-wise, but the last few days has been quite nice. We've seen some blue skies. It's still not warm, but it's just nice to see that blue sky and a bit of sunshine. So I'm really looking forward to be able to get out and about with my camera again and do some more paintings from photographs, and just to be able to enjoy the outdoors. So you see, I just added these two sort of houses, cottages, whatever they may be, and I think it would be nice to just get some pen just to give some outlines to these buildings as well. So that's what we're doing towards the later stages of this painting. I'll probably go into the trees, adding some branches and various bits as well. Well, I hope you like this video. Just a few different ways on how to use different techniques in watercolour. You've also got things like cling film, sort of a shrink wrap sort of effect. But for this one, I just wanted to use the salt for texture and also the masking fluid just to preserve some of the paper. Whether that's been paid off, I'm not sure. You do have a little bit of highlight on the trees, I suppose, if the light's coming in from the left hand side. But yeah, I just wanted to keep things simple, just popping a couple of birds into the scene, just give it that bit of life, and also cover up some of the splatters that went a bit wild. So yeah, just a simple scene, keeping it nice and simple. I wanted to use more colour, so I'm using that yellow ochre sort of colour for this one, which is quite nice. I like that. So again, it's quite a limited palette, and I'm just removing the masking tape, and that's pretty much it. So I do hope you like this one. Please do give us a comment. Please give us a thumbs up, and I do appreciate all your comments. And there we have it. So a simple scene using salt and masking fluid, and also wet in wet for the background trees. So there we go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.